Hi, everybody. Good morning. Well, or afternoon or evening, depends on when you're seeing this. It's not oriented to any particular time of day. Welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie, and this is Saturday's Solutions. This is a non-political reading, but sometimes it can pick up a political tone as we are going through very emotional things because of politics. And this is world over, not just in the United States, this is everywhere. So this card reading is designed to, it points out what we've been going through this last week. Oh, what a week. I say that every week. Oh, what a week. But it seems like every week tops the one before. I swear. Anyway, what we've been through this week. Where we want to be in the future, whether that's today, next 5 minutes, or the next 5 years. And then we want to look at the roadmap on how to get there. This is for entertainment purposes only. It's just for fun. It's nothing to totally base your life over, but if it resonates you in that way, I won't stop you. Knock yourself out. We have a map card. It gives us a roadmap of where we want to go, of where we want to be, of our goals, and where we are and how to get there. I'm sorry I'm a little bit scatterbrained today. Been through some physical stuff this week, and I'm still not quite on top of my game, so bear with me. I usually find, though, that when I'm like this is when Spirit will use me the loudest, so I can't tell you what I'm going to say or what's going to happen here. So we might as well get started. Let's see. Our first card that we work with is our current situation. This is from the Mystical Shaman deck by Colette Baron Reed. I love this card. Powerful card this is. This drum. You know, the ancient peoples, forever and ever, our ancestors have used the drum to signify their heartbeat, life. Everything they see, everything they're going through, all the changes that they want, and the changes that they don't want that are happening anyway. This is our voice, this drum. This drum. It's telling us not to be quiet anymore. You walk to your own drum. Speak of it. You might be surprised how many others are walking to that same drum. Pardon me while I get a drink. Walking to that same drum that you are. I think you'll find there's a whole community of people who are walking to that same drum. May not sound exactly like yours, but it's there. It's there for them. It is their shield and their armor. Did you see this drummer? His headdress is the falcon. Swift and fast. This card is reminding us that whatever decisions we make in the future and now, we're being pushed to do it in a hurry. And it is in that push that rush, that we make our biggest mistakes because we do not think things through before we agree to changes maybe we don't want. So in looking and researching all the information, we might lose sight of hearing our drum, for the pounding and droning of this push. Make a decision, live by it, do it now. Then we'll let you know whether we agree with you or not. If we don't agree with you, heaven help you. I don't know about you, but that's kind of how I feel. So, okay, heaven help me. I don't need your help anyway. I'll do it myself. If it's something that's truly meant to be, the weight of it. See, he's got the barbell back here he's holding on to. The weight of it is not going to overpower my vision of the future and the light and what I want in this bubble. I wear this bubble also on my chest. I wear my heart on my sleeves, and that's what helps me soar. Let's see where we want to be. Now we got 2 cards here. First card. We need to understand that the universe is our partner, not our ruler, not our dominant, our equal partner. You are a part of the universe. So, of course, you're going to be a partner with yourself, aren't you? All that power is in your hands. The power of the whole universe is in your hands. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to understand without any doubts whatsoever that the control of all of this is in our hands, not someone else's. And that the universe is always got our back. The universe is our partner. We go into it together, into the Garden of Venus, which is our space for rest and renewal. I'm weary. I know you are. And I had to take time this week because my back made me do it. And I'm still sitting here very stiff and in pain. But I am in my Garden of Venus because I put this back pain that I'm experiencing in the hands of the universe and said, hey, I don't know what to do about this. I can't fix this. Please, please heal me. As I was doing myself Reiki this morning. And my back is much better. Let me tell you, yesterday morning, there was no way on earth I could sit here for what, an hour or so? Half hour, and talk to you guys about these cards. There was no way. So I'm a lot better. The universe answered my prayers. I'm also being very careful and very gentle with myself, which is also a part of being in the Garden of Venus. I'm being loving with myself. I'm practicing self-care, mainly because I don't have a whole lot of choice. I can't hardly move. So anyway, I knew that the only thing I could do personally, because going to the ER was out of the question, the only thing I could do personally was take natural medication for pain, relax as best I could, and give the situation to the universe. Because that was how only way I could control what was happening to me, was in realizing that I could not control it. You may ask me in the comments, what did you do to hurt your back? And I will answer you and tell you, I haven't the faintest idea. I woke up one morning and couldn't hardly move. So all I can say is, must have gotten a download. How do we get from being very vocal with this drum and looking for those like-minded people who hear that drum too? Maybe not exactly in the same tone or beat that you hear it, or hearing that they're hearing that calling. How do we get from being so vocal to understanding we don't need to be? We have the power. It's in our hands. And we can, as our reward is the Garden of Venus, the Garden of Love. So, Spirit, help us. How do we get from beating our drum? Slacking off a little on that. How we do it. Making sure we're kind as how we do it. Because this is us grasping at the universe, and this is us holding the universe. Which do you think is going to get you more results? Grasping out of desperation? Or holding on with the knowledge that you know that it's in your power to either let it go or fix it? And that is what will put us and put you in the Garden of Venus, in a space of rest and renewal that you have so greatly earned. So how do we get from being vocal and loud to having the confidence in knowing we only have to be vocal and loud when it's necessary? Not all the time, just when it's necessary. When someone is being hurt or oppressed. So let's take a look at the Enchanted Map deck by Colette Baron Reid, and let's see what the map says, how to get there. Oh, our compass. Oh, I hear you. Our compass is in the zodiac. It's in this shift that we are in the middle of. And due north is going to seem maybe a little out of place here shortly. But not to worry about that. Not to worry about that. Because your foundation is going to feel like it's changing too. You just know in the center, your center, stay grounded and centered, and focus on being grounded and centered. And the change will just happen around you and to you. And you will go with it. Once this change happens, you have no other thought, but it's in the hand. It's in my hand. The whole universe is my partner in my hand. Whatever it is I'm needing, desiring, and wanting, the universe is the power. The universe is the power. Not me, not anybody else. The power is in our choices And our choices go according to our compass, which directs our direction of thinking, our direction of motivation, our direction of action, all of that. You have to use your compass of your intuition, of your light, and of staying grounded. You have to make sure that your root chakra is strong and spinning, humming away. That's your basis, that's your grounding. And when it's not, use your compass to know when it is not, to know when you need to be alone, to be by yourself, or possibly do research, consult others of like mind, to find that direction, to be instilled in your compass. It's in knowing your direction and which way for you that you are supposed to go. And that word bothers me. Supposed to. That's however you choose. There's no right choice or wrong choice. There's only repercussions of those choices. And sometimes the repercussions of a choice may make you feel like it's the wrong choice. But down the road, the lessons that you learned from it make all the difference in the world. So obviously we have got a chakra out of balance. Which chakra is it? It's our throat chakra, and I'm going to put that over here with the drum. Our throat chakra. Interesting, because that definitely goes with hearing your own drummer, doesn't it? Oh, and this is the Kaleidodope deck. Swatches of Chakra by Crystal Banner. And our throat chakra in the area of truth. This is the little white lies. This is the story that you've told yourself as opposed to the actual truth. When your throat chakra is out of balance, you know, that's your center for communication, your center for expression, your center for truth, sounds, and being vocal. When it is balanced, you are expressing yourself with clear communication, speaking your truth, being honest. You have a sense of integrity and you stand up for yourself and your integrity. You are willing and able to voice your opinion without hesitation. And back it up with facts. When it is out of balance, you are unable to express yourself. You have stifled communications and you feel really inauthentic. You have a tendency to manipulate through lies, and you gossip. And in the gossiping, we judge people. That's why we gossip in the first place. And as we're gossiping, I guess we gossip because if we judge others, we think maybe it'll make us feel better. But what it actually does is elevate your fear of being judged yourself by what other people are saying about you. And in being that way, you feel like you've betrayed yourself, because you kind of have. Because you've been ignoring that inner voice that says when to speak, how to speak, and when not to speak. The crystals for this, to help you to carry it with you, are turquoise, aquamarine, celestite, azurite, and agate. The affirmations I want you to say on a 3-6-9 basis, 3 times in the morning, 6 times midday, 9 times at the end of the day. Tell yourself, I am honest and clear in my communication. I have a right to speak my truth. I live an authentic life. I express myself through creativity, through music, art, and writing. And I, above all, love myself. Will you do that? Can you tell yourself that many times? I think so. I think you'll be really glad you will. And I know that as you do that through the rest of the week until next Saturday, as you do that this week with those affirmations, you'll find speaking your truth becomes easier and easier because you're less fearful of the repercussions of those who don't agree with you. You know, it's okay. We don't have to agree with each other. It's enforcing each other into agreement that is the pressure, that is the problem. So, what's our message from Gaia this time? This is the Earthcraft Oracle deck. And we are told it's time to plant seeds. Yep, springtime. You want to have a good harvest. Plant healthy, robust seeds. You want to give those seeds everything they need to make it big in this world, to grow big and robust, like the roots and the branches. This kind of takes us back to the card we got, I believe it was last week, the womb. God wants us to understand that everything we do, everything we say, everything we don't do and don't say, plants a seed in her soil. What are you growing from the seeds you're planting? Are you growing healthy, healing growth? Or are you growing a withered, unhealthy weed that's going to choke out everything else around it? When you plant your seeds, what are you trying to grow? As you go through your day, Watch your conversations. What you talk about, you manifest. So if you're going through your day talking about what a victim you are and how horrible life is, how horrible your life is, do you know what you're doing? You're manifesting exactly more of that because you're focused on that. Start focusing on what you want to see, not what you have, what you are seeing, what you want to see. What change do you want to see in life? And let me tell you, you will not see that. It will not manifest for you until you start being that change. Do you want people to be kinder to each other? Then damn it, be kind. Be what you want to see. That's all a part of the truth over here. Be what you want to see. Do you want to see Gaia, this earth, barren and dead? Or do you want to see it like the Garden of Eden, like the Garden of Venus over here, filled with flowers and joy, love, rest, and renewal? She is asking us, because if you want a Garden of Venus on this earth with rest and renewal, be careful of the seeds that you plant and the seeds that you cultivate and grow. Oh. And the angels and ancestors today. Let's turn this one sideways so that you can see him. Look at the Lord. This is a card that's giving you permission to take the power you have in your hand. Take charge with it. You do have the authority to do so. Your life, your control, no one else's. No one can save you or rescue you. You have to do it alone, and you have to do it for yourself. All those tapes you play in your head of how so-and-so did this to me, and can you believe I was wronged by so-and-so, and so-and-so said, stop it. Stop it. Because I'll tell you what right now, the world is not out against you, and the world is not out for you. The universe, spirit, and collective is all here for you. But to know that, you have got to get out of that damn victim mentality and take some charge. Take some authority in your life. You don't like it? Change it. Figure out what you got to do the best way you can afford to do, and do it. Change it. Change it. Be the Lord of your own direction. My goodness. You know, I'm feeling like I do want to do some clarification cards. Can you do us a favor, please, Spirit, and clarify this compass card? Finding our compass. How do we find our compass? You say that's the map. It's using that compass. Where is it and how do we find it? And, you know, clarify this for me, please. Okay. Compass card. Now this is the Neoteric Feminine Tarot. I'll put that there for the compass card. Now I want the drum card also, please. And the Lord. Start with that one. Okay. The angels and ancestors have more to say on this. Take charge of your authority. Okay. First, since we are talking about taking charge of your authority, let's look and see what this card is. The Lover's card. Who have you made agreements with? Who have you made promises to? And who have you agreed to have a relationship, whether it's work, love, about choices. Take what this card is telling us is the Lord is telling you to take authority in your choices. Understand, you made the choice. You get the repercussions from it, no one else. And it is telling us that when you take charge of with authority, be ready to be questioned on your authority. People like to buck authority all the time. Okay? Now, as far as hearing this drum, the Five of Cups, and we're having a hard time knowing what to speak with this drum, because we've had so much loss, so much grief, and it's hard to know when to trust what's happening next, what is happening, period. Because we've been promised so much and disappointed over and over and over, till it's put us into almost a permanent state of sadness and mourning, especially after the pandemic. And that has a lot of people feeling very discontent and let down. And so they cannot see what they have for what's been spilled. And as hard as we try not to focus on what we've lost, it's staring us in the face. It's slapping us in the back of the head. It's not staring us in the face. It's really, truly slapping us in the back of the head. So as far as the compass goes, we get the Four of Swords. Rest. Relax. Peace. Sanctuary. Those are all repercussions of all the craziness you've been going through. As a part of self-protection and rejuvenation, you have to stop worrying and rest. That is what we desire so much right now. That is the number one thing on all of our compasses, is how tired we are. We are tired of our partnerships. We are tired of feeling what we've lost. We are tired of reevaluating and being exhausted because of all the things that we are having to appreciate and look for and find a direction in. And as far as the compass, finding our direction and compass in the Four of Swords, sometimes you have to go into sanctuary when you are suffering from grief and loss or sadness of any kind. You have to go to sanctuary. You have to go find a piece of quiet for yourself. That is the only place you're going to find true cooperation. And it's the best way to protect yourself. Meditate, rest, rejuvenate, find that peace and sanctuary. Wow. We want that peace and sanctuary so bad in the Garden of Venus. It's the bottom card. Okay, I'll take that for a clarifier on the Garden of Venus. It's the Two of Wands. Look where she's at. She's looking around her and saying, am I in the planning stages? Are these the first steps in making a new decision? And if that's the case, this new decision may require me to have to leave some comfort behind and take a risk. But look at the flowers. Look at what I can plant. Look at what I can grow with the seeds of what I know. And so you're ready to venture forth. So, what do we need to know about going and venturing forth? This is my card from my deck. The subject card is momentum. How do we find the momentum to keep going forward? To get out of the planning stage and make those first true physical steps towards what we want. What do we need to know about the momentum, please? First thing we need to know about momentum in making these change is to understand, wow, that looks red on camera, but it's actually orange. Understand the power in your solar plexus. That is where you feel. Okay? That is just above your root chakra, which Gaia was talking about, planting seeds in the roots. You also need to be prepared at the surface for what breaks through, because what breaks through is those emotions. And in spiritual breakthroughs, I know when I get a major, massive download, when it finally connects with me, that's exactly where I feel, oh, wow. It's exactly where I feel it. I feel it in my solar plexus. That's where my backache is, y'all. Okay. Now I need to do some deep dives for me. Wow. Interesting. So we need to work on our solar plexus and how we feel, so that we can keep an open heart, to keep the momentum going forward. To keep the momentum going forward and not to be afraid of what is coming. Because as in being guided to change the clarifier cards this week to the divine feminine, to feminine messengers and messages, still classic tarot, but all with female characters. The reason why you need not worry about being open about how you feel with your heart wide open is because it's pure goddess energy. That's where it's coming from. It's coming from the goddess. And through her, you will see. Your third eye will open, and so will your clarity. And you can keep going. Because you have goddess energy in you and behind you in your momentum. That is not momentum coming from your personal energy centers. It is a momentum coming from the divine. Wow. Quite a reading this time. You know, you guys, we are in the middle of change. We see things, people being held accountable legally for stuff, and a lot of change happening right now. A lot of good change. Finally, stuff we've been hoping and praying for. And now that it's starting to happen, don't question it. Don't doubt it. Well, I say don't celebrate someone else's misfortune at the same time. If it's your good fortune, you're okay to celebrate. As long as your good fortune brings no harm to any others. Now let's grab a therapet and see what we have this week for us. Amen. I love this. This is much for me and my backache as it is you guys. Your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. And I'm also reminded of easy come, easy go. Anything worth having is worth working for. And if you got to work for it, it takes time. We don't want it to all come real easy to us. We want to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. Don't be afraid of messing up and making a mistake. The thing you need to worry about is that in your choices and in the repercussions of your choices, not getting too tired, not overextending yourself and getting overwhelmed. Because when you get overwhelmed, you cannot see with clarity. So slow down. You know, that turtle right there will tell you, slow and steady always wins the race. You guys have a terrific week. Thank you for being here with me and for being patient with me. I keep saying I'm going to put out a video of what I'm doing, but Spirit has other things that keep happening to me. Today I had planned to do a demonstration for you with my resin. I woke up and couldn't hardly move because my back hurts so bad. And now I know it's my solar plexus that's the issue. It's the solar, my spirit just told me, it's your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. So I need to work on my yellow and orange spaces. You guys, hope this gave you a little hope, some solutions. Just know, you don't need to worry about what's coming. As long as you plant the right seeds for kindness, prosperity, and harmony and balance, there's nothing to worry about. So I will send you on your way. All of you be good at what you do. Be kind to one another. Be kind to those who are not kind to you. You know not what their day has been. And you don't know why they've chosen you to be unkind to. Too many factors for you to make a judgment and have truth. But most of all, will you do me the biggest favor you can do me and yourselves? Be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. And when you're feeling that need for rest so you can have some renewal, take it. Take it. We're coming into the next months. I'm going to say the next 15 months. We're coming into a very emotional and strange time. So it is really important that you do self-care this week. I love you guys, and I thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next week. Saturday Solutions, if not before. You never know. Bye-bye now. See you next time.